time for Law and Disorder.
I demand a lawyer.
With attorney Jeff Kaufman on 101.1 WJRR.
All right, Jeff Kaufman here from Kaufman Lynd, fine personal injury firm here in Central Florida. If you or someone you know has been injured in a slip and fall, auto accident, by whatever means, you may have questions. You may have concerns. Do I need a lawyer? Should I have someone represent me? Or do I go it alone? Which sometimes that might be the answer they get when they call you.
Jeff can tell you to get in touch with him. It's Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com or pound 546 on your cell. Also 407-500-JEFF.
Hello, Jeff.
It's a good day. Good weekend, good life. No complaints.
Good.
There you go.
Good. Speaking of contacting Jeff, one of the fine things on his website is, and he encourages you to, at the bare minimum, do this. It's a free basic will. Everybody should have one of these. Mm-hmm. You never know when your number's up, and, you know, it makes things a lot more orderly for those loved ones you leave behind to have this drawn up in advance, and you can do that free of charge on the website. And there was a question regarding that.
Yes, it said, quick question for Jeff. Went to the website to fill out the will. Everyone who responded to me wanted to know about an accident, even though I mentioned the will. What do you do?
That's a live chat function that happens on a lot of other people's page. If you just go to the top of the page, you'll see a tab. It says free wills. That's on the front page. It's probably right in the middle of the screen. If you look up at the top, it'll say free wills. Just click on that. What happens is the live chats just deal with what we do normally, which is simply car accidents and slip and falls and stuff like that.
When you land on your page, they're going to offer their help if you so need it. If you don't, just go right to the tab that says free will.
Yeah. Click
into it. You're good to go.
And again, that's Free Will, not Free Willy. That's a movie. Sorry, I just knew that somebody was going to text it.
It's a complicated thing. Free wills, Free Willy.
Hey, can I throw this at you? I want to hear how you answer this, because it's been asked and there's been different answers given and no real clarity as if one is
Sounds
right.
like the Supreme Court. Go ahead.
Can your boss confiscate your phone at work during work hours?
He can tell you either you give him his phone or you're fired.
Now,
really?
Now.
He can't physically take it from you if you don't want him to, but you can also surrender your job.
Yeah, that's Jeff is landing along with fellow legal folks who more or less have said the same thing, and it can vary from state to state and town to town to some degree if they want to get that granular.
Well, different states have different rules, but they can say, listen, you're not allowed to have your cell phone at work and everything else. And I know this is, to everyone out there, you're going, why would they take your phone? Here's a fact. It's a scary one.
Oh, boy.
Employers are finding out, and they've done the research, 25% of your time at work is screwing around on social media or on your phone.
Yeah. You know how many people take bathroom breaks and just go sit in the bathroom?
They'll do it right at the desk. Now, here's when you think about it, 25%. So if an employer pays you, let's say $60,000 a year, they're paying $15,000 for you to screw around on your phone.
Yeah.
And I've read these research papers and everything else like that. And I used to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I still do. I used to try to do some kind of inverted version of that, but it happens all the time when you walk by and somebody's sitting there on their phone under their desk. And we're just stuck to these things. These phone companies, the social media companies, we're hooked. We're addicted. And, it's not great.
And before the texts start pouring in, this is covered here as well. Well, what if there's an emergency and someone needs to get... They can call your work and ask for you and say there's an emergency, and your boss would probably be reasonable and let you speak to them.
That's one, too. But here's the thing. How many emergencies are you getting in comparison to how many times you're checking your phone?
Exactly.
And here's what happened. People are just doing this 24/7. So businesses are going, wait a second, we're trying to run a business here and you're not working. Mm-hmm. And if you own those businesses, it sucks. I get it. But, in the end, that's your choice.
His answer basically landed on what the other legal minds. You can't physically wrestle it away from them because then you're getting into the potential.
A crime.
Right.
You're committing a crime. It's actually theft. It's a taking.
Now, you as a boss, right?
Yeah.
You and Craig, the owners of the business, you as a boss, would you ever take somebody's phone?
I never took anybody's phone. What I did, believe it or not, I tried this method. I said, here, Here's a little wood box. Stick it on your desk and stick your phone in the box.
I like it.
And if it rings, you can hear it. And people, it was like I cut off a limb. They couldn't handle it.
It does disprove our what's in the box theory, though. Again, Taco.
Yeah, the cat.
Usually it's a human head.
It's a human head. It's just like the bowling bag.
From the crime shows we watch. There's a box mystery, yes. All right, on to some listener questions.
I was going to ask you, Pat. I mean, if our boss asked for my phone, I'd be like, yeah, take it, because he's a buddy of ours. I have nothing to hide in there.
Yeah.
He might see some stuff he doesn't want to.
Well, no, they're not taking them to go through them. They're taking them so you're not using them.
No, I get it. I get it.
But I mean, even the box. When I said this, I got these cheap boxes from Michael's, and I said, just stick it in the box. Buy on your desk.
Remove the temptation.
And it was crazy.
Yeah.
The feedback I got, people were like livid. And I was going, hold on. So you need to be on this
It's
phone.
an addiction.
That's what this
And
is.
it was.
And somebody would go, well, my clients might be calling in your business.
But it was the phone.
Your
you hear
phone's
it.
there.
You have a phone on your desk, too.
Yeah,
it's business line.
Well, even if you had to hear it, it's just closing the lid was a crazy thing for them.
Yeah.
All right, here's another work-related question. Is it targeting when you have to go in for a random drug test when picked every 2 to 3 months? I have a CDL classified an A.
In their business, I guess.
So is it yeah.
Well, you say it's random. I mean, if it's not random, then that's a problem. I'm
not quite sure what
the question is.
He's a truck driver, so they're going to drug test you.
But he's saying I'm getting targeted. It's not random.
Yeah, he's saying that nobody else is getting it as much as him. Maybe you should start using Visine.
I mean, here's the deal. If it's part of your job and it's supposedly a random deal and it's part of your contract and everything else, and you can show it's not random, you might have a case, but I'd have to get creative. It would probably be like the Trump trial in New York. I got to move some things around to make it happen.
You're going to shuffle a little bit?
Got to shuffle some things around to make it work.
This one's asking about a logo scam. I'm not going to call the name of the business out. They make very inexpensive logos and marketing material for small businesses. Then about a year later, they say that they need you to take the logo down or they're going to file paperwork against you. Have you heard of this?
No, I've never heard anything like that. It sounds like a scam.
It sounds like a scam.
It sounds like you paid for something or you paid to be on a website, and the deal is for you to continue to use their stuff, you have to keep paying. And that sounds like a subscription service.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you paid for here's where it's so stupid.
Now, did you pay them to design a logo for you? That opens up another possibility where if you're the creator and designer of the logo,
if I pay you for it, that's work for hire.
Okay.
It sounds like they have a weird subscription service with you that you can use all their stuff for a period of time, but you have to keep re-upping it. And if that's the case, yes, they can get you if it's a subscription service. So you have to be very careful when you're doing stuff like that.
I did that with Columbia House cassettes back in the day. I got like 10 of them for a penny.
Do you remember that, Jeff?
Never.
Columbia's House.
Yeah.
And they kept sending them to me every month. I
hate that. Those were the worst. You get 17 albums for $1 penny. And then every album after that was $7,000. They were brutal, man. And I knew buddies who had like 7 names.
Oh, sure.
See, for those people who don't know, we used to actually pay for music back then.
Yes,
we were dumb enough to pay like $14 for like an album of music. Yeah. And they're going, they just see us as idiots.
People are doing it again. People are buying albums up left and right for the vinyl.
Not for $14 anymore.
No.
My God.
I don't know, but those were pretty bad. And then there were 45s. People don't know what those are. Those are smaller records with like one song on it for $3.
Dude.
You get the B-side.
When we worked in radio.
The B-side was horrific.
Are you ready? When we worked in radio at the beginning, there were turntables. Yeah. And we had to deal with records. Think of that.
Yeah.
God. I loved it.
See, it's just a different.
Hated it.
But I want you to know now, people complain. I love Alexa. I love Amazon. I love being able to just like pick a name on my phone and go play blank, and it plays it. Like right now, if I said it over the radio, 4,000 people would lose their mind.
Yeah, let's not
do that.
Let's get another question.
What you say is play 1011 WJRR on iHeart.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a
Hold
terrible
on.
thing to do. It's just funny to me.
I stopped. I got to turn my
While we
off.
have a little lull, I'm headlighting on Saturday night in Rockledge, Florida.
Ah, right on.
A place called the Twisted Birch.
Jeff does stand up.
Yeah.
All of our coastal listeners, head over to Rockledge.
As a way to give back.
What's the name of the joint?
The Twisted Birch.
Twisted Birch.
Yes, I'm doing 50 minutes. That's a long time. Oof.
You're doing a 50-minute set?
Yeah, it's headlining.
Damn, bro. That's hard.
Do you have a short one you could squeeze in here?
I could never. My stuff I can't say over here.
No. He meant a short question.
Okay.
My apartment complex claims to have fixed multiple leaks in my unit.
Fixed multiple leaks.
All of which have continued to leak. So they're claiming to do it. They haven't done it, but it ruined his furniture and other stuff. Can he get on him for neglect, or is this for renter's insurance?
I love it. Well, renter's insurance can kick in also. But you have what they call a constructive eviction. It means that they're not taking care of something that's basically pushing, you're not being able to enjoy, what you paid for. So yes, you can potentially take some of it out of your rent, but you got to give them notice. You got to show them this issue. You can start putting some money away, or you can move out. Them fixing it. Yes, you could file a small claims action against them, but I don't know how much your damages are.
If we didn't get to your question, you can get it answered still by reaching out directly to Jeff Kaufman. Taco Bob, the way to contact him?
Jeff at whenyouneedus.com. Again, that's Jeff at whenyouneedus.com, or pound 546 on your cell, or just a direct call to 407-500-JEFF. I like that.
Get those free wills there at the website as well.
Jeff is 5333. It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think, because it's, E and the F share the same.
Yeah.
We'll hold another summit next Monday. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynd. It's Lawn Disorder.
Lynch and Taco on. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.